Chapter 30, page 164. 10 words in context. In the space provided, write the letters of the meaning closest to that of each bold-faced word. Use the context of the sentences to help you figure out each word's meaning. 1. Abrasive. Abrasive means A. Simple, B. Harsh, C. Common. The answer is B. Harsh. Pumice stone, a naturally abrasive substance, can be used for rubbing away rough spots on the feet. Rose has an abrasive personality, critical and negative. She always seems to rub people the wrong way. 2. Admonish. Admonish means A. To lead, B. To criticize, and C. To irritate. The answer is B. To criticize. When a guide found the hikers deep in the woods but unhurt, he admonished them for straying off the trail. Because the little girl had spent her entire allowance on candy, her parents admonished her for wasting her money. 3. Antithesis. Antithesis means A. The reverse, B. Something superior, C. An imitation. The answer is A. The reverse. My taste in music is the antithesis of my brother's. I like heavy metal, playing loud. He likes soft classical music. Pauline's free spirit's second husband is the antithesis of her first, who has a very timid and cautious man. 4. Culmination. Culminations means A. A series, B. A cause, C. A final high point. The answer is C. A final high point. For an actor or actress, receiving an academic award is often the culmination of many years of effort, progressing from drama schools to bid parts to major roles. The Super Bowl is the culmination of the entire professional football season. All the rivalries, victories, and defeats lead up to this final contest. 5. Dazzle. Dazzle means A. Obedience, B. Strong, C. Curable. The answer is A. Obedient. After only a month of obedience training, our uncontrollable puppy calmed down, learned to pay attention to us, and became far more docile. Drugs and even surgery have been used in mental hospitals to make violent patients docile, so that they could be managed more easily. 6. Emulate. Emulate means A. To admire, B. To imitate, C. To submit to. The answer is B. To imitate. Jessie has always tried to emulate her older sister. She tries hard to do just as well as her sister, if not better in school, at sports, and in popularity. Young girls too often want to emulate famous athletes. They train almost as hard as the champions do, with dreams of someday being as skilled as their heroes. 7. Hierarchy. Hierarchy means A. A rank system, B. A training system, C. A large system. The answer is A. A rank system. The armed forces are a clear example of a strict hierarchy. Everyone has a specific rank and must follow the orders of those whose rank is higher. Pen soon learned that all requests and suggestions had to be passed up through the levels of the company's hierarchy. She could communicate directly with her own boss, but not with the boss's boss, let alone the company's president. A. Incompensate. Incompensate means A. To irritate, B. To be concerned with, C. To dissemble. The answer is C. To dissemble. The lecture was cancelled because the speaker was incapacitated by the flu. My mother can tolerate alcohol. Even half a glass of wine incapacitates her. All she can do is giggle for a while and then go to sleep. 9. Prognosis. Prognosis means A. A forecast, B. An illness, C. An organization. The answer is A. A forecast. Nathan's operations went well. The surgeon's prognosis is that Nathan will fully recover. Unless strict legislation is passed to reduce acid rain, the prognosis for the world's forest will remain poor. 10. Tumult. Tumult means A. Damage, B. Uproar, C. Friction. The answer is B. Uproar. Spectators at the hockey match are often wild and noisy, and the tumult becomes even greater during a sudden dance over time. On New Year's Eve, the tumult in Times Square reached such proportions that the crowd could be heard a mile away. Matching words with definition. Following are definitions of the 10 words. Clearly write or print each word next to its definition. The sentences above and on the previous page will help you decide on the meaning of each word. 1. Tumult. The noisy disorder of a crowd. A commotion. 2. Incompensate. To make unable or unfit, especially for normal activities. Dissemble. 3. Dazzle. Tending to give into the control power of others without resistance. Easy to handle or disemploy. William Lee. 4. Abrasive. Able to cause a wearing away by rubbing or scraping. Rough. Irritating. 5. Prognosis. A prediction of the course, outcome, or fate of something, especially a disease or injury. 6. Admonish. To score gently but seriously. 7. Antithesis. The exact opposite. 8. Combinations. The highest point or degree or a series of actions or events. The climax. 9. Emulate. To try to equal or surpass, especially by imitation. Imitate. 10. Hierarchy. Organizations of people in a series of levels according to importance or authority. Caution. Do not go any further until you are sure the above answers are correct. Then you can use the definitions to help you in the following practice. Your goal is eventually to know the words well enough so that you don't need to check the definitions at all. Sentence check 1. Using the answer line provided, complete each item below with the correct words from the box. Use each word 1. A. Abrasive. B. Admonished. C. Antithesis. D. Combination. E. Dazzle. F. emulate. G. Hierarchy. H. In, incam, incam, incap, incompensative. Incompensative. I. Prognosis. J. Tillman. 1. At the rock concert the audience grew more and more excited and out of control. There was such tumult that no one could hear the music. 2. I ruined the non-stick frying pans by using an abrasive cleanser on it. The servers rubbed right off. 3. The runner was incapacitated by the sprained ankle and had to miss the big race. 4. Wendell's ideas about furniture are the antithesis of mine. He likes colonial maple, but I like ultramodern tubular steel. 5. The hierarchy of the Roman Catholic Church goes from the parish priest up through bishops, archbishops, and cardinals to the Pope at the head. 6. Mother admonished us for spending too much money on her birthday gifts, but we could see that she was pleased. 7. The company is financially sick, and unless some changes are made in top management, the prognosis is poor. It could go out of business. 8. In the present movie, the convicts act very dazzled while planning a riot. The guards who weren't too bright kept congratulating the inmates on being so well behaved. 9. In colonial America, many people believed in and feared hysteria over witch hunting reached its culminations in Salem, Massachusetts, where 90 supposed witches were put to death. 10. If you want to emulate Elvis Presley, fine, my mother said, but try to match his energy and warmth on stage, not his self-destructiveness. Note: now check your answers to these questions by turning to page 179. Going over the answers carefully will help you prepare for the next two practice, for which answers are not given. Sentence check 2. Using the answers lines provided, complete each item below with 2 words from the box. Use each word 1 to 2. The rebellious little girls always demanding more and more autonomy was the antithesis of her obedient, dazzled sister. They were an incongruous pairs of siblings. 3 to 4. The prognosis for Dale's arthritis is not encouraging. Her doctor didn't equivocate, but told her frankly that in time it may incapacitate her completely. 5 to 6. Beth moved steadily up to the company hierarchies until she was named president. These appointments, the culminations of 20 years of hard work and dedications, put her at the pinnacles of her career. 7 to 8. Corey has many good qualities that I would like to emulate, but his abrasive manners is a handicap. He estranges people because he rejects any ideas that diverge from his own. 9 to 10. Jill didn't expect the children's behavior in the car to be impeccable. But the 2 months in the back city finally reached such a level that he had to admonish them. Final check. Firing our boss. Here is a final opportunity for you to stress your knowledge of the 10 words. First, read the following selection carefully, then fill in each blank with the words from the box at the top of the previous page. Context clues will help you figure out which words goes in which blank. Use each word once. My stint in the bookkeeping department had lasted for 3 years when J. Keller was brought in as department head. I don't expect supervisors to be pals with their subordinates, and I don't object to being admonished when I've done something wrong. Kellier's criticism, however, was constant and harsh, and the office atmosphere seems permeated by his antipathies toward us. His abrasive style made everyone in the department miserable. Keller was the complete antithesis of Chandra Borden, our previous boss, who had been so thoughtful that we all tried to emulate her. In contrast, Keller's mere presence could incapacitate us to the point where we could hardly add two and two. Within a few weeks, even the most dazzled employees were getting rebellious and starting to have subversive thoughts. Our frustrations and anger finally reached a culmination when Keller loudly belittled a new worker in front of everyone else, using such derogatory terms, stupid, airhead, that he made her cry. Furious, we suddenly decided that our only resource was to go over Keller's head, to ignore the company's hierarchies and present our denunciations of Keller directly to his boss. Our meeting in her office began in tumult, but then we settled down and told our story, trying to be as lucid as possible so she could understand exactly what had been going on. We conclude with the contention that ours was a deep trouble department and that if Keller stayed, the prognosis for it was not good. Everyone else would quit. That was Friday afternoon. On Monday morning, our spontaneous action proved to be successful. We had a new boss.